What's up, everybody? I'm Jeremy. You guys are watching Inside the Coils. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight. I know it is Saturday, and everybody's probably like, what the hell are you doing live on Saturday, especially with apparently Holdback Rack is doing a like a live auction thing. This is not my normal time slot. If you are watching this for the very first time, folks, normally I'm Sunday at 8 p.m. But I was supposed to be going to Jersey tomorrow and seeing my in-laws' family, and that got canceled last minute. So now I still could have done the show on Sunday, but I didn't want to go and jerk TJ and Greg around more like I already did with switching it to today and remaking all the thumbnails, all that crap. But anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in and joining me tonight on my off night. But do me a favor, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Hit that thumbs up, please. And also share this out because we're going to have a great live. I like to think that all these lives are really fun and really awesome. But hey, maybe you guys think this is really dull and boring. I don't know. But thanks for tuning in anyways. So let's bring out TJ and Greg. And we'll run through, say hi to everybody in the chat. Say thanks to our sponsors. And we'll get this show rolling. TJ, Greg, what's up?
What's happening?
Although I guess we only have TJ's shoulder. Oh, now we have TJ. Okay.
Hold on. Return it. There we go.
All right, now we got TJ. Okay. What's up, guys?
Oh, here, I can go on the app. Hi.
What's happening?
We all doing good?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get the chat up so we can keep up with that at the same time here.
Oh, no. You're good, dude. You're good.
Okay.
While you do that, I'll go through and we can say hi to some people. We got Bosa. What's up, Bosa? Thanks for tuning in. Got Rock on Reptiles. What's up? Emilio, what's up, dude? Thanks for tuning in. I haven't seen you in the chat here in a while, so thank you very much for tuning in tonight. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see here. Meteoric Serpents, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. T, what's up, brother? Thank you for tuning in. Dude, it really sucks you did not get to make it up for the cookout and all that stuff. I was really hoping that those the auto rental place would get their head out of their ass. Excuse me. But obviously they didn't. But hey, maybe next year we can make it happen, bro. I'd love to have you up here. I know a lot of people were looking forward to really having you up. North Star Exotic Pets, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. That's a new face, so thank you very much for joining us tonight. All right, Kike, I gotta just say one thing. Or ask one thing. What was up with the change from Bosa Balls to Bosa Reptiles?
Uh-oh.
I got to know the story here because now Kike's diving deep here and switching things up, trying to trip me, I think. Let's see here. Who else we got? Morph Valley, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. That's also another new face. We got Justin from Pressure Pythons. What's up? Thanks for tuning in. Well, no, this is just an off day, bro. Like I said in the beginning, we're supposed to be going to a family thing tomorrow from my wife's side of the family, and that fell through. So I technically still could have done it, but hey, it is what it is. I wasn't going to jerk TJ and Greg around. I also didn't feel like going through and making a new thumbnail and all that other crap and resetting all the dates. That's too much damn work. We'll just let it like this, and we can have a good time tonight. Eric's More Factory, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Slithery Serpents, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Got Jim from Straight Blast, what's up, bro? Wiz, what's up, dude? Thanks for tuning in very much. Thank you very much, dude. And everybody, go back if you didn't watch the live that I had Malacio on a couple weeks back. Go back and check that live out. That thing was gold. All right, let's see here. Who else we got? Sean, Pie and Joy. Sean, I got to get a hold of you, dude, because your your girl, I had to double check. I couldn't remember if it was a male or female. Your girl is one of the little piglets of the group, and she's doing rather well on the trend of eating. She likes her food. She's also, I think, about the only one that actually. Wait, no, she doesn't straight. Yours is very gentle, dude. Like yours is not like I don't think she realizes she's a carpet python. Like she comes up to the rat to the fuzzy mouse and like nuzzles it. She like literally nuzzles the rat and then or the mouse fuzzy. He's like, okay, I guess I can eat you, and then just opens up and starts chewing. So, Sean, yeah, if she'd probably be good to go for you for Gettysburg, but I'll get a hold of you and we'll talk about it and all that good stuff. But she's doing great, dude. Absolutely doing great. YT Vents, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, I don't miss Kike's answer to what's up with the change.
Yeah, there he says he's got more than balls. He said his mentor threw the reptile in his name and he liked it. He said Villarino gives the best names.
Where did he say? Did I maybe? I hope I didn't pass that already, but all right. Jesse, what's up, dude? Haven't seen you in the chat either for a while. Thank you very much for tuning in.
It's like 10 lines up there, Jeremy. I don't know if you got to switch to view all.
Oh, I can see everything. It's just Lord knows where I'm kind of close to the bottom. Emily, what's up? Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, you're catching up. Okay.
Says, hey, TJ and Greg, miss you guys. God, I cannot talk. I promise I did not, I didn't even really have anything to drink yet today. Will says he into reptiles. Absolutely. But okay, so that's okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. It's just so weird to see it changed. So weird, Kike. So weird. But I like it. It does sound. It works because. All right, there it is. There it is. Villarino gives the best names. It is, dude. I think that is something very important. That if you're going to work multiple species, you kind of have to have that multiple, name. Or how do I put it? You got to have a name that works. That doesn't just basically focus you on one group. Oh, let's see here. The thing that catches us up. Yeah, Sean, dude, she's looking really good. Looking really, really good. All right, let's go ahead and thank the sponsors of this week's episode, and we'll get the show on the road, guys. Because let's face it, everybody's here to see you folks. They do not want to hear me chit-chat too much. First off, we got, hold on here, newbie mistake. First up, we've got Nathan of Infinite Possible Pythons, folks. If you are looking to get into the Bang project, this is the guy you need to talk to. He is in charge of the Bang project now. I believe Sterling is kind of just, I don't want to say walking away from it, but he's kind of gotten out of it to an extent. So Nathan is the guy to go to on the Bang project. So definitely hit him up. He's also working a bunch of other awesome ball python projects. Top of scaleless corn snakes. He's got kahua geckos, lychees, crested geckos. He's got a little bit of, he's got some nice lizard stuff going on there as well. So keep an eye out on him for that. Check him out. And on top of it, he's your one-stop shop for all of your branding needs. If you need shirts, tablecloths for shows, the big backdrop banners for shows, all that stuff, stickers, Nathan is the guy to go to for that. He's your one-stop shop for all of your branding needs. Go and hit him up. Let him know I sent you, please. Then we've got my brother Chris at S Reptilia, which is your one-stop shop for all of your reptile needs. If you need a ball python, blood python, boa, colubrid, the man's got so many different species of snakes that he's working with, and he likes to add some every so often just to kind of keep things a little on the fresh side. So definitely check Chris out because he's getting a lot of clutches dropped on the ground. He's getting some colubrid eggs. I'm trying to think of if it was Pines that just dropped some eggs. I think I saw on his Instagram here lately. But anyway, go check Chris out for all that. I'm sure he can get you hooked up with an awesome, amazing snake. And on top of it, if you are in Eastern PA, he's a rat breeder. Hit him up for some rats if you need them. And on top of it, he is Pennsylvania's distributor of Cocoa to Go and the chippers. So hit him up if you want to use the best cocoa substrate, in my opinion anyway, on the market today. Hit Chris up, and if you're not in the Pennsylvania area, he can probably get you hooked up with your local distributor. So hit him up for that even as well. And then we've got these amazing people here. Oh wait, freaking really newbie mistakes. Here we go. Let's try this because I swear, like, it must be because it's a Saturday. I don't know. Let's try this one, folks.
Gettysburg Reptile Expo LLC is located at the All-Star Event Complex in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. A 45,000 square foot venue with 125 plus vendors and top quality breeders, along with 270 plus tables. If you're looking for a python, boa, colubrid, gecko, lizard, or amphibian, you've come to the right place. Doesn't matter if you're a breeder looking for that missing piece to your project or a pet owner looking for your next scaly friend, Gettysburg Reptile Expo LLC has you covered. Need an incubator or rack system? They have you covered with sea serpents set up there to meet all your needs. The next show dates are March 18th, July 15th, and November 11th of 2023. Show times are from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Make sure to check them out on their website, Instagram, and Facebook. Mark your calendars because this is one show you don't want to miss. So I'll see you at Gettysburg Reptile Expo LLC.
Definitely everybody, if Gettysburg is not too far of a drive for you, or if you just want to get out and have a road trip next Saturday, folks, come out and see us all. A bunch of us PA breeders like Danny from DTMG, Nathan of Imp and Impossible Pythons, Chris from BNS, Nicole from Lady Tiz Exotics, Kai from Lucas Land and Royals. You know, a bunch of us there will be there at the show. So come out, say hi, check us all out. Gettysburg's an awesome show. It is definitely, in my opinion, it's probably the best Pennsylvania show there is. It's probably actually one of the nicest shows around. In my opinion, I might be slightly biased, but I do like the Gettysburg show. Let's see here. We got some more people dropping in. Vision Quest Reptiles, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Bold Coast, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Phil, what's up, brother? Thank you very much for tuning in. That guy will also be at the Gettysburg Reptile Expo LLC, so definitely come out and say hi to Phil. You are 100% there. Well, you forgot me, though, bro. I'm just playing. Nathan and Chris are definitely, I love those guys. Absolutely freaking love those guys. Derek, D&K Reptiles, what's up? Thanks for tuning in as well. Everybody, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And if you're new, hit the subscribe, please. So, TJ, Greg, tell us a bit about yourselves, guys. In case nobody in here knows you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm hoping everybody does in the chat we see now. We're Greg and TJ Ripp'n with Ripp'n Reptiles. It's our first year as breeders, or we're entering into our second year here. We kind of started from the ground up and trying to get kicked off. We got our first clutch just a few months ago. We're actually going to be cutting that hopefully next weekend. So,
ooh! All right. Now, what day are you guys cutting that?
We've been going back and forth about it a little bit. Day 55 would be the 12th.
It's Wednesday.
Which is Wednesday.
Okay.
We were going to do day 57, but the eggs are looking awful ready. They're looking kind of deflated and ready to, it's condensating up real nice, and I may do day 55 if they keep going.
I know for mine, I always cut on 55. The way things have been going this year, though, they've been pipping on day like 53. I have yet to have a clutch this year hit 55. I'll be going a couple days early.
What temps are you running your incubator at?
I have mine set at 89.8.
89.8?
89.8, yeah.
Yeah, you're running yours quite a bit higher. We're like 88.5, 88.7.
Okay.
Somewhere. We've only got a a VE thermostat on it, so we don't get to go into the half degrees or 10th degrees on ours. So we just set it at 89, but it holds true 87 or 88.7 to 88.5. We've been happy with that. So far things are looking good in there. So if it takes a day or two longer, I'm okay with that. I'm in no rush.
Yeah, I mean, that's as long as they hatch and they come out good. I mean, it doesn't really. I mean, if they come out on 53 or if they come out on day 60, I mean, as long as they're happy, healthy babies, who the hell? That's all that freaking matters, in my opinion.
I'll be honest. We've kind of noticed that both keeping our animals at a little bit lower temps, and as well as like our males, we'll set the hot side for them at no hotter than 88.
Okay.
Most of them are staying like 83, 84 though.
Yeah, and even the females, we'll keep them a little bit lower. And we notice a lot more activity out of the animals. They don't tend to crawl up and hide quite so much. They seem to eat better with it.
Oh, okay.
So crossing fingers and hoping that it stays that way. But we've had pretty good luck. I mean, once in a while we get a problem meter here or there. We've got 3 boys now that are being
wonky, but they're not even the ones on the cooler temps.
Well, I've cooled these guys down. The boys I'm keeping cool. But yeah.
Now what's in the PVC enclosures behind you? Is that ball pythons or is that something else?
That's all balls. I've got that's kind of where we've got our yearlings in there.
Okay.
The ones that eat well and tend to tolerate, the open enclosures. I like to be able to see my animals. This is my man cave, so I can sit. The TV's over here, and I can kind of sit there and watch the animals when I'm in here. I've got my corn snakes on the other side of the room over here, and I've just got them a couple Zoom-Ed enclosures for now.
Okay.
Till they get a little bigger.
Dude, that's part of the reason why I like having my clear tubs, is because they're still in a rack system, so it still gives me the efficiency, but I still get to see the animals sometimes when they come up towards the front. So yeah. I don't know. I really is. God, I guess that would have been 3 years ago now. 3 years ago, all the snakes and stuff were upstairs in the man cave as well. So I'd be up there and I could watch the snakes, kind of just relax in general with everything.
Yeah.
But now that everything's down here snake-wise, I find myself down here more anyway than what I am up in the man cave.
Yeah. Like the enclosures behind me, I've got those lights set on a 12-hour timer. So 9 a.m. they come on, and 9 p.m. they'll go off.
Okay.
Usually about 11 o'clock or so, there's hella snake yoga going on over here because they'll come out and explore the surroundings. The corns are out quite a bit through the day. I can't wait to get a carpet up in here that will stay out where I can see them most of the time. But
it might stay out where you can see it. It might. You can see Daddy up there is not to be seen. He's been hiding from her. Mom, however, is there. She's blended in on her branch, but actually, she's the only one out. Even the other males, he's hiding too for whatever reason. I'd think they'd be out because I've got the medium rats and everything. Well, some rats thawing out. So I thought that they'd be out, investigating, but apparently they don't care. While we're on the carpet thing, guys, your baby still does not want to eat. It acts feisty, and then it's just kind of like meh. Decides it doesn't really want to. It just doesn't like what I'm throwing at it so far. So I've tried live. I've tried frozen thaw with it. So I'll give him another couple of days. I'll try it again, and I've just been kind of feeding. I get one day I'll go to the pet shop, get 2 live mouse fuzzies. If somebody eats them, awesome. If not, then we move on and find somebody that does.
Yeah.
So, but yours and the remember? Do you remember the one female I was gonna hold back that looked like she was gonna be high yellow?
Yeah.
Well, I had somebody that was interested in that one, and I was very. I was torn on whether or not I wanted to part ways with her. Chad, what's up, dude? Thanks for tuning in, bro. Great to see you. And so, in amongst me really debating back and forth what I wanted to do, I went back and did a second, went to pop them again just to, I always really double check, triple check any female. And lo and behold, I got peens to pop on that one. So that one's now up for grabs as well. So this was a massively, massively heavy male clutch.
Yeah, if there's anybody in the chat that I threatened, if they tried to sell Greg a carpet in the last 6 months, I apologize, and I appreciate you keeping our secret.
Yeah, that dude, that was so freaking hard. Like, when you would message me and, like, just talk about whatever, I was afraid to talk to you. Because I was like, I know I'm going to freaking slip up. So it's like the best way to not slip up is just to not really talk to Greg that much.
For y'all who don't know, I when Jeremy said he was gonna have carpet eggs, I reserved one for Greg like months and months and months ago. I don't know, was it back in like February or March? Maybe it's been a long time ago.
I think it was before the eggs were even here. She had one reserved for you, Greg.
Yeah, it was because it was the night we were on Angie's show, the night that I was up there hosting with Angie and Angie. I was like, oh, really? And then later, Greg popped in the chat, and I was like, nope, they're all taken. Every one of them already taken, and therefore...
That fast? What the hell?
Yeah, so if any of you that tried to help my husband find a carpet got threatened or was asked to keep a secret and you didn't even know who the hell I was, I really appreciate it. So Greg he had to wait until we got to Jeremy's to be surprised with the fact that he was going to get to pick his own carpet when we got there.
And he had quite the selection to pick from, too. He had some stunners to pick through.
I let him pick me, though.
And I was going to say, the funny thing is, dude, after his episode with you, like, he doesn't really, like, he hasn't bit me or anything.
I'm good,
Will says, so did anyone at Warfels Barbecue fall in love while they were there? Wink, wink. I don't know what you're getting at there, Will. That's over my head, I think.
Emily asked you how Radius is doing.
You have to get him to show.
Oh, all right.
But no, the barbecue went off great. I think you guys had a blast once you guys got there.
Oh yeah.
Once we got there, we did. I'm sorry we were so late, but
dude, don't worry about it, guys. It was. I mean, God, I don't even think I was really at the barbecue that much. Excuse me. I was there, I did a snake, like 2 snake tours. I cooked again. Did another, like 1 or 2 snake tours. And by that time, it was like dark out. I'm like, where in the hell did this day go?
I don't know what Will's talking about, but he's not spilling the beans, so.
Garden of Garters and Geckos, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. You want to know, how's the rainbow doing, Greg?
Doing good. I just answered. He, she, it, whatever it is doing well, growing. We'll bring it out and show here in a little while. That's always a fun one to show off.
Yeah, Emily is Jim's wife. They're from Straight Glass Python. She also has Garden of Garters and Geckos.
Oh, okay.
They lived near us until last month when they thought they needed to go to Chicago area. So
I was gonna say, they moved. I know.
Yeah, they left us.
Yeah, they left us. We'll get to see them come Tinley.
Love was in the air. There, Warfels. I'm not saying with who. I'm really missing something. Like I said, I was very absent from with the barbecue for the most part. That was I think next year, I'm debating what I'm gonna do. I still want to. I'm still gonna have it. I'm debating whether or not I'm gonna keep it here or if I'm gonna rent a venue and have it catered, or if I'm gonna keep it here and have it catered. But if I keep it here next year, I'm not doing any snake room tours, all that stuff. It's just gonna be a hangout and just kind of
for you it's got to, man, because that way you can catch up with everybody and do your thing there.
Exactly. Like I love showing all the stuff to everybody here, but I mean, at the same token, they can see it on here. They could come over a completely different time if they wanted to, and see the stuff. You know, it was like I enjoyed showing the stuff off, but it was a huge downfall of going and showing off several snakes. You know, down the snake room. So I didn't get to be with everybody. Chad said, my son wanted to grab a burger at BMW, so I'm here. Can't hear much live. UFC is on. Oh, Chad. Jolly, what's up, dude? Thanks for tuning in. And the other Chad, Hyperspace Reptiles, what's up, dude? Thank you very much for tuning in. All right, that catches us up. So, what are some of the you want to see your little boy?
Absolutely.
I was gonna say I can get him out for you.
Now's when he's gonna bite him. Watch.
Why are you gonna curse the poor guy? I mean, it's a tiny bite, but
he's right up on top. Want some?
Yeah, very struck. Very bit.
Yeah.
Well, let me get it up on the big screen here.
He's gonna go for the camera now.
Hey, I remember
if he's not wrapped up on that fence, I'm not even gonna try to peel him off of it.
Man, I can't wait to see him colored up.
That's Greg's father's / birthday surprise.
Yeah, this dude's freaking awesome. Very beautiful colors.
Beautiful.
Love him. So the carpet is the one snake that I saw when we first started getting into snakes. I was like, I have to have one of those. And I was asking, how big they get, and they're like, some of them can get 10 to 12 feet. And I was like, because we don't have that kind of room here. But
you gotta find somebody with that kind of room because that bowl is gonna get that big too.
Well, you did that. I didn't do that.
I did do
that. Somebody bought a red tail.
That's Emily's fault too. Well, technically it's Jim's fault, but
I say I know on my morph market there's some boa stuff. There's 2 boas up for grabs on my morph market. So if anybody's in the market for some really awesome boas, check it out. Kike. There is 3 males here that need homes yet, so we can make this happen, bro. You just say the word and shoot me a message, and we can make it happen. I've got to hit up one more person on the wait list and see if they're gonna go yay or nay on it. But there's technically 3 baby carpets here left for grabs. I did hold back 2. I was originally only going to hold back 1, but I held back a 1.1 set. It's just the male just screamed at me, and I couldn't help but hold him back. I originally just wanted a female, but the one male, he's just freaking out of this world. He should be very, very, very black with very minimal yellow. So going for that line breeding to try to make an all velvety black carpet. We'll see if it happens. We'll see. I think it'd be really neat looking if I can accomplish it anyway. Boldco says, wish I had the room for a carpet. Dude, a 4x2x2 is not that big. Everybody's got that much space somewhere. Now, let's see here.
Let me cook a nice meal for the wife.
Justin from Pressure Python says, All right, look, see, you guys hit me up, message me on IG, and we can make this happen. They are, I'm not gonna lie, they have disappeared rather quickly. Basically, yeah, I mean, 2 left already at the barbecue because the people they were going with would have no problem at all getting them established because they work with that stuff already. But then there's two others that got picked out and that are here just kind of getting their meals in. But yeah, they're going pretty quick, everybody. So if anybody in here wants one, don't hesitate. You hesitate, they'll probably be gone.
Can't get you. Can you get you?
No, we have to.
She told.
Bitch, we have to move before we.
Did you hear that? She said she didn't love me anymore.
Y'all hear that I say no to him often, right?
What, did you ask for another one?
Told me that she doesn't love me anymore. God.
Yeah, that's exactly what he just said. Can I get 2?
Well, he's got. All right, TJ.
Look.
Here we go.
Hold on. This is not a sales pitch at all.
Come on, I need a 1.1.
What? You could have this beautiful gem that I was going to hold back that turned out to be male. Is that one that's going to have what it should have a lot of high yellows? Is all that? God, this camera does not want to focus.
He thinks it's food anyway.
I mean, look. Oh, he actually got up onto the camera. I mean, look at that. Like,
He's got a lot
I knew how to angle this. Like, he's got that basically solid dorsal stripe, a couple breaks, but how could you say no to your poor husband that wants to have a pair when the mate could look this awesome, TJ?
Y'all
Just
know that.
Just think about it. Because now I just showed it off. So now, I mean, Kike might be blowing up my phone for all I know right now. So
Kike's in there doing the same thing I'm doing with my wife with his.
And hopefully the male you don't need another male because you already got a male. Never mind.
I need a female.
Never mind. Yeah, yours is a male already. Never mind, TJ. You saved by the hemipenes.
The penis saved me.
The penis saved you. cook a nice meal for the wife and maybe cry a little. Oh shit, dude. Charlie, what's up? Thank you very much, brother. I greatly appreciate it. I hope. Well, I'm assuming since you're not saying, "Hey, Jeremy, you won," I'm assuming I didn't win. Charlie had a spin to win thing for a ink bird, so I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Bolko says, "Do you think you've gotten the breeding down now? Didn't you struggle to get them going?" Bold Coast, it's not that I struggled to get them going. It was that what was supposed to be female ended up being a male, and I discovered that partway through the season. Now, I knew that the other one that I had was a female because after this whole debacle basically became, went through, popped everybody, and then also probed everybody as well just to check and confirm because I trusted the person I bought the original female from. So once I, made sure everybody's what they were supposed to be, then threw the ultrasound on the female, and she had 17 mil follicles. So we just kind of hit the ground running with that one. They were a little hard to get interested at first, but then it seemed like they both kind of kicked it into gear because they were both first timers anyway. So they both kind of got their thing down pat, and it worked. So now this year I've got a much better idea as to how I'm working the whole season. So I'm sure it'll just be even easier for this coming season. But they're not a whole lot different than balls. It's just you got to do some temperature drops with them, and luckily the room here does it naturally, so it should go off without a hitch. It's kind of like your first clutch with anything. Once you get that first clutch, it's like, all right, I know what I did, I know what I need to do now, and you can just kind of run with it. Let's see here.
Thank you, Will.
When Jeremy shows more or makes more carpets and I learn more about them, I'm down. Chad, you've got best way to learn is just to dive right in, bro, and I will hold your hand the whole rest of the way until the carpet eats it. Oh, thanks, Bolt, because yeah, like it's been hard to make short content that doesn't involve either them or the Exantics, just because that's right now what kind of has my whole peak of interest at the moment in the collection is just those. Jeremy, I did get some new stickers, Chad. I got a Richie's Recessive sticker, which someone was trying to be really sneaky and really sucked at being sneaky. Chad is not a ninja, folks, at all, by any means. Not a ninja. Let's see here. Oh, Kale. Oh, man. John and Haley won it. Those bastards. Damn it. Congrats, John and Haley. I love you, but you suck.
Don't hold back, Jeremy. Tell us how you really feel.
Bill, I think I did hear some of your national anthem, dude. I just missed like the majority of the show you and Adam put on, and for the most part, like apparently these guys went to give me like a cheers to me like 2 different times, and every time they went to do the cheers, I was MIA doing snake room doors.
It was more like 5 or 6 times they were trying because Adam kept asking, "Where the hell is Jeremy?"
It was a biggest downfall of how I did it this year was with the snake tours and all the people. It just, man, it really sucked up the time. Holly, what's up, girl? Thanks for tuning in. Drive safe. Thanks for making it. Wow. Yeah, Charlie got his sticker on there too, and I got Holly from Texoma's sticker on there now too as well. Oh, Holly got 2 new babies from Earl. Nice, congrats.
I took stickers. So, did we leave your stickers? I forget.
Focus. What are some of the projects you guys are working on right now?
Wow, let's see. We've got a few bell clutches that are in now. We have an Exantic clown clutch, or girl that is ovulating. She ovulated. I think we kind of finally wrote it down yesterday. Blowing all week.
The 5th, I think, is what we documented. Something like that. 5th, 6th.
So we've got that going on. What else we got?
Slowest build ever.
Yeah.
The slowest build ever.
Like, we could have written the textbook on the little, what do they call it, the wow build, you know? She just was like 1 lump, and then we could have measured it with a tape measure every day she was growing.
I don't know. I think Khaleesi's got her on the slow build. Jesus. We have a huge albino female. She's anti-albino. And we put her to a black pastel albino. And she's just been so slow to build. And she's such a big girl anyway. We're like, God, it's because she's been pounding food. And we're like, is she just getting fat or what? But you hit her with the ultrasound. I mean, she's building. She's got them going on. She's just taking her sweet ass time.
No, that VPI girl, she built her follicles went from 15 to 40 in a month. I mean, Greg's like, I don't think she's really ready to go. She'll be a little bit, and she was like, yeah, hold my beer, bitch. She just like, yeah, I'm going.
Well, and she's not the biggest of animals. I mean, she's only, what, 1,600?
She was right at 1,500, and we ultrasounded her just for shits and giggles.
Just to see where she was, and we were like, oh shit, she's a 17. It's time.
Yeah. But that was May 21st, and then we repeated it on like the 3rd, and she was almost 30. And then 2 weeks ago, she was at almost 40, and she just ovulated this week. So, I mean, she
nice.
through an entire cycle in 6 weeks.
Jeez. See, I thought, like, for me, technically my season is done with clutch 7. That was supposed to be it. Now, I've got my orange dream exanthic girl that when I ultrasounded her 2 weeks ago, she was at like 17. And when I had the ultrasound out 2 weeks prior to that, and she was at like 10 or 8 or 10. So she's on this whole fast track, kind of like your girl there with building. Mm-hmm. She's had like, gosh, she's on another shed cycle again, which is probably her. She's basically once a month here, it seems, here the past couple of months, just because of how much she's been pounding food. Like, you can't fill her up. She'll take a medium rat, and then the next day, like, because I do feed, like, I thaw out one X amount of number of rats one night, go through that, and then adjust for the next night, go through that, just that way I don't waste anything. She's been taking the extras, and like she's just like downing them like freaking crazy. It's like, good God, girl, it's like you're gonna burst. But I palpated her the other day, and you can feel those follicles like crazy. So
it's the funny part is she's almost blue already. I mean, she was red bellied going into ovulation. She's just like,
I think she's gonna just roll through this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashley, Nikita, what's up? Hopefully you guys got your shirts from Jeff and Angie. If you didn't, make sure it's Jeff and Angie. Don't forget to give them to you.
Yeah, we got just a lot of builders this year for us. I mean, most of what we did this year is for us to hold back. I've got some inchy clown clutches. We've got spot nose clown clutch coming. That's a visual spot nose het clown to a het clown female, so we're not sure how many we're going to hit there. I'm really crossing my fingers and hoping to get a female on that. If I can get one girl out of all these clutches that I can hold back, I mean, that'll really help us out a lot in the years to come with what we're doing.
Now, which one's like your most anticipated clutch out of all your pairings this year?
Definitely the Exanthic Clown.
Okay.
We weren't expecting that one.
Yeah, we weren't expecting that one. Jim and Emily had actually picked up a collection from a guy, and what in the hell?
Oh, TJ, if you could see how that looked on this end, dear. It looked like a robot. Like, man, judo check. Ah!
I just pulled something was crawling my leg. I just put my hand up. There was literally like a spider on a web hanging, and we have recluses and widows here, and I don't have my glasses on, so I hi-ya chopped a spider on the desk because I couldn't tell what it was, and I'm not about to take the chance.
Oh,
but we got that. They picked up a collection from another breeder who was getting out, and I was eyeballing that the male of that immediately, and Jim reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, you really want this guy?" It's like, yeah. He's like, well, "Come talk to me." So
yeah,
we ended up picking up a pair for that, and actually a group of them is what we got. So we're going to work that pretty good this year, and hopefully next year have some more luck with that.
Jumped us up quite a few years on that project.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I bet. And I'm hoping this year I can hit an Xanthic clown. I've got 2 more freaking weeks. It's the longest 2 weeks I'm ever going to experience. Like,
we've got some really good looking Xanthics that we picked up, but the girls, we just can't get them to eat.
oh really?
One we picked up from Daytona last year, and I really don't know. I'm thinking that maybe they hadn't had their first meals before they were sold.
Okay.
They were small, they were young.
Yeah, they were both. One was, I think, 80 and one was 85 grams. They were small when we got them.
Yeah, and then that was our first experience with assist feeding.
I hate doing that shit.
TJ sat downstairs several nights in tears trying to get the snake to eat. And I mean, she got her eating, but now she's not eating again. We have a het girl that we picked up that, I'll be honest, Jeremy, when I got her here and cut the bag and pulled her out of the bag, I was absolutely furious. She came from a breeder in Delaware, and it was to the point that if I had faith that they wouldn't have taken the animal from me, I was going to reach out to authorities there with animal control and see what could be done. Because this snake was so small, she was so underfed.
She's almost 40 inches and only 170 grams.
What?
And 2 years old.
Like, you could see there was zero fat even on her head. It was bad.
Yeah, she didn't have the head. You know, it was just pathetic. But she's been pounding lately. We were hoping that she would go this year, but I'm gonna just lay back and when she's ready. She's a
good eater. She didn't have anything wrong with her, so literally she was starved. But she eats really well.
We had picked up an acid male this year.
Ooh, see, now you're talking my language. That's something I can't wait to get from Jeff and Angie.
Jim, he's putting in work. He's a beast.
You want to show him off?
You guys
can show off anything you guys want to show off at any time. Just let me know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me. Glasses back for that shit. That's a good way to get bit.
No, he's not close. He's fine. But anyway, we got the Xanthic boy, and we been doing some homework, and it looks like that with one of the pairings that I wanted to do with him, we might have a chance at a world's first. But he's a
little slow to take on.
He's just not eating very well, so I'm thinking we may have to take him out of the enclosure and put him back into the drawer. Let me see if I can get it for you there.
So that's the acid there.
So he's a acid fire. We picked him up from Morph Mayhem.
Okay.
Really, really solid looking animal. He's clean, and he just shed, so he's still a little bit dark. He hasn't brightened back up completely yet, but he's really a pretty animal. And like I said, I was hoping to get him in this year, but the girl that we were going to pair him with is ready, and he's not. He's right at the cusp of about 600, but I'd like to get him just a little thicker. If he were eating regularly, I'd be okay with it, but he's not eating.
Sperm plugs at least?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's age-wise, maturity-wise, he's ready to go, but size-wise, I'm not comfortable with him just yet. Because if he goes all food, he just doesn't have a lot of, as you can see, he's kind of thin all the way down. He doesn't have a lot of reserve there, so he's building a bit, but he's just
beautiful animal. See, I've got that Batman, and he eats, and he's of size, but he is not producing sperm plugs yet. So it's kind of like really got me on edge for
literally getting ready to
my one pairing for this season, because I wanted to get those. I want to try to hit the Bruce Wayne, but I have the het Xanthic in there as well. So that'd be spot nose leopard, het clown, het Xanthic.
They're gorgeous. Those Xanthic Batmans are.
Oh, dude. Especially, I can't think of who produced them, but they were throwing the pictures out all year so far this year. It was a pastel Batman TSK Xanthic and just the regular Batman TSK Xanthic. And thing looked phenomenal. It's like, all right, that is an animal I'll be super pleased with.
He's literally getting ready to crawl out of his shed, so he looks like crap, but this is him.
Okay.
He looks brown.
Yeah, he looks brown. He's actually very gray and.
See, my eyes are seeing gray, but maybe that's my partial color blindness kicking in. Well, or maybe it's just because my eyes auto-focused on Xanthic to give them their true color.
He's VPI, so you're going to get some brown in there, but he's really actually pink right now. So
he bless his heart, he turns really ruddy when he sheds. But yeah, he's a pretty boy. He's got his Mickey Mouse stamp from. I guess
seeing that makes me so hopeful I can hit the Xanthic Clown this season. So freaking hopeful.
Yeah.
Well, hey, the girl he went to she's visual VPI, but she's het clown, so hopefully.
Okay.
Go female out of that.
So if I can hit it, I can hit either a killer bee Xanthic Clown. I could hit the killer Xanthic Clown, just Xanthic Clown. I guess you could do the spider Xanthic Clown. Like, the best thing I could hit would be, I guess actually, yeah, it would be the killer bee Xanthic Clown would be the best thing I could hit. But I just want just a regular clown, just a regular Xanthic Clown. That's all I want. I'm not going to be picky.
Yeah.
Mitzi, what's up, girl? Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, Emily, he's a little rough looking because he's trying to shed his skin, but yeah.
He still looks good though, guys. He still looks really nice.
I mean, he's solid, and when he's looking good, he's looking good.
Yeah. This whole group is really, they're really sweet. They actually come up and they kind of act like they want attention, and they're very just active.
How many snakes do you guys have in your collection at this point? Roughly, ballpark. You can ballpark it. That's all right.
I think we're at 70-ish, counting the one that's in your drawer right now.
Okay. So you were basically the same size because that's probably, I'm like probably 70, 80-ish, somewhere in that neighborhood at this point.
We were just the other night before we left to come up to your place. We were sitting down and working out our breed plan for next year, and we're gonna have close to 30 females online next year. So I'm thinking that hopefully we can get a good year out of it and get some animals out.
We better hopefully move before we have that many animals in the incubator.
I don't need your negativity. I don't need your negativity up in here.
Seriously, I was thinking like 15, 20-ish, and he spit out 30, and I seriously about died on the couch right there.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things, and especially once you guys start holding stuff back, even.
Yeah.
Like for me, like this year, I had 7 clutches. Could be 8. 2 of my girls did reabsorb on me, so I lost out on 2 clutches. But next season, that number's going to probably double. So I'm sitting here trying to, it's like, all right, what do I need to do to prepare to make sure I'm good to go for next year? Because that's going to be, they're never spaced out nice to where, what's going in, then you have the ones coming out and just kind of replenish that nice cycle. But
our girls have been nice to us this year in that they've been kind of spaced out. just right. You know, we're like at least 2 weeks to a month between all the clutches coming off. And if it continues on that, we'll be okay. But next year, I mean, we're already looking at having to get another incubator or upgrade.
He's setting your watch on. Yeah, I mean, we had probably 5 or 6 girls that grew, like blew up much faster than we thought they were going to. We weren't counting them in until for 2 more years, and they were like, "Yep, watch this." Well, this is the Xanthic clown boy. He's up here. He just looks kind of crappy. He's a little rough looking, but that's alright. Him's still beautiful.
Only certain people seem to appreciate a good Xanthic. Black and white isn't for everybody. I think that color's overrated, though. Unless it's a white, and then it's okay to have color.
Yeah, Xanthic was one that we knew going in that we'd want to get into. So we went in pretty good on Xanthic. We've got some hats and we've got some visuals on that we're just trying to grow out and get into. So
now, what was your deciding factor on going with VPI as opposed to any of the others?
It's what we had, honestly, because everything that we had picked up. I mean, the first Xanthic that we got was that small one that I was telling you about, the girl that was underfed.
Mm-hmm.
And she's supposedly het, but she looks visual, so it's a really good representation. And when we were in Daytona, we were just able to pick up a 1.1 down there and another male down there that just were really clean and looked really good. And, you know, we said, you know, that's the way we'll go.
Yeah.
I personally, I mean, you get people who will say VPI is it, or TSK is it, or what's the other that I'm looking for?
MJ, John.
I think that if you put the right ingredients into them, you put the right codons in with them, it doesn't matter what line they are. You can make stellar animals if you just pay attention to your genes and do it right.
And plus, I mean, a lot of it too is, I mean, there's always going to be variations between animals. There's going to be good examples and bad examples.
Sure.
And that's another thing everybody's just got to remember too, is that, I mean, for the most part, I mean, I hate to say it, it's a ball python, folks. It's going to brown out to an extent. I think they all brown out to an extent.
I agree.
The only way, everybody, to not have that issue with something browning out is to get a carpet. They only get better as they get older. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, that's something I'd like to try to get into later on, is carpets. And I think I might try my hand at rainbow boas.
I know there's only one person that I personally knew that worked with rainbow boas, and that was Riley Jimson of Riley's Reptiles. He's out in California or yeah, I think it's California, or Colorado. I can't remember. West Coast, either way you look at it. But he used to work with rainbow boas, and then he got out of them. So yeah, I don't really know how many people really work with them. In all honesty, they always have such goofy looking heads in my eyes. Like, I can't get it past their heads. They're beautiful snakes, but their heads are just, I don't know, they're weird.
They're different. The one I've got is gorgeous. I've got to let it get a little older so we can sex it and find out what it is, and then go from there.
Is it too young to probe it, or can you not do?
You have to let them get to around 6 months old, I believe, before you can probe them.
Now, do they have a long tail like a red tail boa does, where you can do that whole pinch trick thing with the tail?
I don't think you can with the tail on them.
Okay.
What are you bringing up? Whoa! I'm not like Medusa here with snakes all over.
She was. I would not normally hold her by her tail like that, but she normally would loop around my wrist a little bit better too.
I didn't know what the.
Hey,
Bill says it's in the same family as an anaconda. Oh.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. I did not know that. So, all right, if they're in the same family, or boas aren't in the same family as the anaconda, are they? Like,
No, most of them they are, but they're separated more. But the rainbow boas tend to be more anaconda than boa.
okay. Maybe that's why the head kind of, throws it, because anaconda heads are just freaky as all hell in my eyes. See, they are so neat, like the patterns and the colors.
They're absolutely beautiful. And, everyone has said that they're really nippy when they're young, kind of like carpets. This one has never shown any defensive behavior whatsoever. Has been purely as docile as it can be. I mean, how many young snakes can you come in and rub their head like that? I mean, so
not too many. I know you can't just go in there and do that with any of the. There's a couple of the carpets you can do that with.
I don't have any balls that are
a few of them that you can't. That's just not going to happen. You'll come back with a snake on your finger.
Yeah.
Chris, what's up, brother? Thanks for tuning in, bro. He was watching the whole back rack auction. Dude, I totally understand it, man. This is, it's not my time slot, so I cannot fault anybody at all for not being here, showing up, or people not staying, people coming and going, all that crap.
What's up, Chris?
I forget how many other lives are going on, like right now, basically. Because John Feely's got his going on here at some point. Actually, it might be now.
It was really nice.
I think Malaysia does his is like what, 10 o'clock or something like that Eastern.
Is every snake wearing blue?
Yeah, I think so. Everybody that we don't normally show is blue, but he still looks pretty, so show him anyway. Yeah, he still look pretty.
Ready for that?
Mm-hmm.
Chris said it was great meeting you two last week.
Yeah, it was fun meeting you guys.
It was fun meeting all you guys. So this is Lando. This is our ultra male. No, he's not hypo. He's just, as you can see his eye, he's blue as hell.
He's in shed.
Yeah, of course.
We've had a hard time finding a female ultra male.
That doesn't surprise.
Let me rephrase. I can
really surprise me though.
I'm paying $4,000 for one right now. It's just.
Then with how the market is right now, your best bet, and this just might be my own opinion, but go to a show because you're going to find cheaper prices at shows.
Yeah.
And you can probably whittle them down a little bit more at the show even yet. Yeah. So I know for me, I drop my prices a little bit at the shows just to. It's a convenience factor. I'm there. If you're going to take the snake with you and not make me have to box it up, take it to the hub, that all adds up to time and money. And it's just, I'm there. Here's a break if you want to take the snake.
We picked up a head ultra male, head clown boy last year down there on the cheap. But just can't really find anything to put him to. We did pick up a Mojave head ultra male girl.
What are you doing?
A couple months ago. As a matter of fact, she's still in quarantine. But that's been the only thing that we've been able to find. And I'm okay with a head at this point. If anyone has an adult with a head that you're willing to part with, I mean, let me know.
I was gonna say who has?
We've got Daytona and
hit John and Christine up at Triforce. It wouldn't be a breed. I don't think they'd have any breeder-sized females up for grabs. But I do know they hatched some head. I think there might even been some visual ultramels in it.
So
hit John and Christine up at Triforce. I know they did hatch some Ultramel stuff this year already.
We had bred him to, prepared him to one of our girls to get some hets, to get a het clutch, but she reabsorbed on us. So we're kind of like, now, do we wait another year or do we spend some cash and get in on it? Because, it would be nice to we want to launch into the pieds with these, the clowns. And I'm personally want to put Ultramel to everything. Ultramel to everything, red stripe to everything. I want to, kind of splash that around. And
the red stripe's an awesome freaking gene. Like, I'm just starting to get into it, but it's got some really neat qualities to it that I'm interested to see how it works in some of the Xanthic stuff.
Yeah.
Falcor's not in the shed. He has a fucking slinky all of a sudden now.
Here, let me see.
TJ's just over there playing with snakes.
She comes
up here with 5 at a time, and
look, we have a 3-story house. Okay, that's a lot of damn stairs.
Oh Jesus!
You're only going down 1 floor to get snakes.
It's 2 flights of stairs, asshat.
Only because it wraps around our half flights, technically.
You go up and down then. Okay.
Oh, shit, that's right. It's. I forgot. Will, happy birthday to you, dude. Yeah. And Chris, happy birthday to you as well, brother. I forgot it was your birthday, and I even commented on your wife's post this morning about happy birthday to you. So happy birthday to both you guys.
What is he doing?
Oh, hey, what the hell? Where are you going?
Now, is there any other snakes you guys want to add to your collection to work into breeding at this point? Or is it just kind of the balls, eventually the rainbows, and possibly the carpets down the line?
Man, Freddie, you need to stop, man. I think I'm going to be happy with getting it into the carpets, and I think that the rainbow boas are going to be enough of a challenge to keep me occupied, in addition to all the balls that we already have.
Okay.
As I say that, a year down the road, I'll have a completely different answer for you. But as of right now, this is kind of where I am. And I've always said, I don't want to get to the point where I have so many animals here that I can't handle all of the animals we have at least once during a week period.
That's true.
We are currently at that level where I really can't take on too many more here because there just isn't enough time in the day, or at least time in our day, to make that happen.
So your cap is basically right about that 80, maybe even that 80 to, I'll just say 80 to 100 mark, basically.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I'd really like to keep it under 100 for sure. We just don't have the space where we are currently. Now, as things change, we want to find another place, and I would like to be able to either build or convert like a 3-car garage into snake room and office. And if we're able to do that, then that may change a little bit, because that greatly increases the ease of the operation to have everything in one place and not scattered all throughout the house.
Yeah.
So.
Or even for a collection that size, even if you guys got a house that had a nice basement, a nice sized basement, dude, you guys could frame that up and bang that out, no problem.
Well, basements here aren't common like they are up there for you guys, and if you find one, then you have to have flooding. Now, the house that we're in, it does have a basement. I lost my mistake. But that's where the rat operation is going on currently.
Oh, okay.
We still rent, so we can't do a lot of adding sheds and renovating and that kind of stuff. So
yeah. I have a 10 by 20 Dutch barn that I use as my wood workshop.
Okay.
Or workshop. Once we're able to find a place that has another building that I can use, the plan is to pull everything out of that, build shelves down both walls of that, and that be the rat house.
Okay.
It's just a slow build, you know. We've had a lot of money invested right now with zero return, so we're hoping that over the next couple of years we can get a little bit of return to reinvest and further the process. You know how that is.
Yeah, no, dude, that's the one thing that's got me right now kind of stuck with where I'm at as far as racks and all that stuff is I want the snakes to pay for everything themselves. And with how everything's going, you know, I'll have more than enough to get the sections of rack of like the 5540 I need to expand my 5020. You know, all that stuff is good to go, no problem. It's just I got to get some of this stuff sold to have that income to go ahead and purchase that stuff. But yeah, I'm right there. Like I don't want to throw any more of my family's money into it. I want the snakes to pay for it now.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you guys Falcor before I take him back because he's already.
Before you're pointing that thing, it's loaded.
He's already peed on me, which means his messier parts are not far behind.
Notice she holds him over me while she says that.
Well, the camera is kind of in front of you.
No, that's just what?
Falcor is a Mojave Fire Pewter Yellow Belly.
Okay.
Yeah, he's loaded. He's all codoms, but he's loaded. He's
This is a snake that she wants to put to the most complicated female that we have. She wants to throw him to a 4 or 5 banger female so we can play what the fuck is in this clutch.
Oh man, yeah. I like having semi-simple stuff like through 4 genes. That's a nice mix. You start getting more than that, it's like, what the hell?
Well, I originally bought him to go with the Mojave Spectre that we have because, you know, I like super stripes. I figured with all of those genes, that's a good mix of super stripes, you know. Will you let go? Damn it. But he decided this year he wasn't ready to do that, so.
Yeah, a lot of folks are really pushing hard into the recessives, double and triple recessives.
Yeah.
I just don't know that we're at that point yet. We're getting there, but we've got some powerhouse codom combos that are going to be a good start for us and be some good table fillers for us while we're working on the bigger projects. We have, I think I can get him. We've got, I'll wait till TJ gets back. We've got a butter super inchy hypo.
Okay.
That we picked up that is absolutely gorgeous. I'd like to find an inchy hypo girl for him, just to try to keep as much as the super inchy influence as I can in that.
I have an inchy hypo girl.
Really?
I do. I don't know if I don't know if I want to get rid of her, but I mean, at the same token, I also don't have much of a plan for her either.
Well, maybe we can work out a split or something. Let me show you the boy.
All right.
Come here, look at it.
So I got her from Nathan at Infinite Possible Pythons, and like I have stuff like I could throw my triple het mail to her, so I could get, you know, visual hypos that are possible het, clown, and DG. But it's one of those deals of, oh, that's beautiful.
I mean, this guy, you just
He like glows on his bottom half.
Yeah,
it legit like blows.
I don't know what I could do to improve on that much because it's just, and the screen is really bright right now. So it's
He's
washing.
probably just a bright ass snake to begin with, though, too.
He is. He's very bright. He's also has some asshole tendencies, so I might be confronting this. There he goes.
Eric, what's up? Thanks for tuning in, dude. I mean, let me see. She probably. Here, I'll flip flop this once so you can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, watch the peak.
God damn it! Look. Guess who has a hypo inchy girl?
Oh.
We'll talk about that one, bro.
I was gonna say
for sure.
I forget how many grams she is. I mean, she's probably all but ready to go. I got her from, like I said, from Nathan, and I have stuff I can do with her. But then at the same token, after listening to Billy so many different times about odds and ends stuff and like focusing projects and stuff, it's just like, it's like I could do stuff with it, but I'm just not sure if that's exactly the direction I want to go. So we could talk about it because like I said, I mean, it's kind of I could go either way. Put it that way.
Well,
ooh, what's that?
That's the same one.
Oh, that's the same one?
I'm trying to get him where he's not washed out quite so much by the.
Dude, I don't think he's really washing out. I think he's just that freaking bright.
He is bright. I mean, and butter with Enchi is just.
Yeah, the boy blows.
But he's ready to go. I mean, he's chunked up. He's he's close to 1,000 now.
Okay.
Yeah, he was not. Actually, he might have been 1,000 last time. Sorry, y'all. I had to clean up snake pee. For the record, nature's miracle. Y'all don't know how to get the smell of snake pee out.
That's kind of, TJ. You gotta learn that when that happens, you just put a little dab of that around there at your neck, and that's freaking crazy out here.
He got me like from the chest down the leg into the floor everywhere.
You want to show off your girl? I'm not getting her out.
You don't want to get Aria out?
Nope.
Why?
This snake fucking hates me. That's why.
Which snake? Wait, what snake hates you, Greg?
She tried to tag my ass in the face on live one night. We've got a super pastel butter hypo girl. She's absolutely gorgeous, but the bitch hates me with a passion.
Okay. You have to let go of the tree. Thank you.
See,
I put trees in.
The chocolate triple het male I have was like that, but he started calming down a little bit.
Well, Luke used to be that way with me, the one I just had, but he's settled down a lot now. But
you can see her.
That's beautiful.
She's one of my favorite ones to take pictures of because of her head.
Well, the head. And wait, what? Super pastel. What is it? The rest of it? Super pastel.
Super pastel butter hypo, and she's hep high.
Okay.
The colors. The camera keeps getting her.
That Enchi boy I had is also hep high. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But her face. She's determined to get the camera, but her face has all these like lightning type marks on it. She's kind of purpley looking. She's one of my favorite to take pictures of.
She got a really pretty, just the powder and everything. Yep, Charlie, these lovely folks were at the barbecue. You guys are in Virginia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like they're towards like Virginia Beach, correct? Or am I wrong on that one?
Yeah, we're on the Eastern Shore. We're just across the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel from Virginia Beach.
Okay.
So if you come down like 13, like through Dover and all through there, head right down our way.
See, that's how I go. How I do go when I go to the beach. No, that's Delaware 1.
Yeah, you can take that too. You can either take what did we take, 41 or something from Lancaster?
30
to 41, and then hit 1. And then we ended up getting on 13 because we came down through Delmar, through Salisbury, Maryland.
Oh, okay.
But you can also take 1 to 113, like you're going out and around near Ocean City.
Yeah. That's how I normally go to Ocean City.
Yeah, so you can get there both ways. But I don't like 113, honestly. It's a horrible road.
Matt, what up, dude? Thanks for tuning in, bro.
And once you get on 13 in Dover, it's literally a straight drive straight to our road. So.
Okay.
You just live in Virginia Beach.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, we're literally right there at the tip by the bridge that goes over to Virginia Beach, the Chesapeake Bay Bridge.
Okay.
Chad's correcting you because you said Lancaster. It's Lancaster.
I am from the South.
I've grown so numb to people pronouncing it wrong that like I don't even hear it anymore. It's just like Charlie says, when I was 19, my friend got pulled over on 113 to 113 on the highway back to Jersey.
That's how you catch a deer in your hood and die.
On 113, you're ready to go to jail now.
I made the mistake a long time ago when I had my one Camaro. I had a 01 SS, and I forget what happened. I was having a bad night, and I was at this red light. I just thought, I gotta let some steam off. So light turned green. I freaking lit them up and just went. And I didn't think much of it, but my cousin was behind me. And after I got everything out of my system, he calls me up. He goes, "How fast did you get to go? How fast did you get?" And I was like, "Oh, like I had the speedometer buried. Like I think the speedometer went to like 160, I want to say, something like that, 130 something, somewhere in that neighborhood. I forget." And he goes, "Well, did you even feel anything?" I was like, "Dude," I told him, "That was the smoothest freaking ride I've ever had in a car ever." He goes, "Well, yeah, that's probably because you weren't even on the ground half the time." I didn't think about it, but the road I was on, or the highway I was on, there was road construction. And it was basically like just speed bumps the whole way, like small speed bumps.
You're floating.
The joke was that the reason why it was so smooth was because like the wheels weren't even on the ground half the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Charlie, yes, it was so freaking stupid. I was so freaking lucky, man, that I'm even here to this day to tell that story. Because that would have been the one time that things should have gone massively wrong.
That's some stupid shit. We'll just dump it out.
What the world is she trying to sprinkle on you?
So, our core snakes. We got all these different little decorations and stuff in there. The other day, I had some empty bottles, just like empty plastic bottles, and put them in there, figured they'd be good enrichment. Both of them have loved those things so much, I won't take them out. It's just a plastic drink bottle. It's like an Arizona tea bottle or something, and I cleaned it out. But they live in these things now.
Jeez.
Look, this is my bottle.
As he crammed in there.
Little eye's gonna come out.
Yeah. You don't have food, you're not that interesting. Sorry.
This one's a little spicy. This one has bitten me more than all of my other snakes combined. He's a little spitfire.
Hey, come out.
Say what? Like, are you ever gonna plan on breeding corn snakes, or is that just like a fun little pet to have?
They were. I bought them. Actually, the one. This is the second one. I actually bought this. My our daughter's boyfriend. When I first came down with all of the arthritis and everything, and just a lot of the stuff around here that I couldn't do that I used to do, he really stepped up and came over and was helping us out a lot. And he had mentioned to me that he really liked the corn snakes and he'd like to have one day. So we were at the pet store one day, and I told her, you know what, I'm gonna get him a snake just as a thank you for doing everything that he's done around here. Yeah. So I did. Well, our daughter had a fit about it, so he ended up staying here with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you pop me, you little bastard.
But if I could get these colors in a ball python,
dude, that would be badass if you get these colors in a ball python.
Sunset hell.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm picking on you. Come here.
Like, do you have a problem with them musking you a lot? Because that's one thing that I've kind of heard. Them and king snakes are good for like just musking.
King snakes are more good. Corns don't do it as much. I mean.
Okay.
No, they'll vibrate their tails. They'll make you think they're a rattlesnake, and they'll strike.
Do it. I dare you.
But they don't have any teeth to speak of. I mean, they can't even really break the skin much. So, at the size he is now, he can just now. He hit me last week, and he finally broke the skin.
Damn!
He broke the skin for once, but
that's like really sad because he's got a decent size. You would think.
Yeah.
He'd be able to do something because hell, those hatchling carpets can break skin.
Yeah. Well, their teeth are a lot longer because mine that was biting me the other day, his teeth are already longer than this one's.
See, that's just nuts though, because I mean, they're just hatchlings. That thing's got some size to it. Yeah. Holy hell!
It's actually a little
Charlie,
small,
what's up, dude? Thanks for tuning in. Are we making any progress, Charlie, on the het clown testing? Because if so, let me know, because all my stuff I need to have tested has shed. So I'm just basically waiting to drop the hammer on setting the sheds off.
What are you doing?
If you've got it, or if it's going to be soon, I'll wait. But if not, then I'm going to have to suck it up and send it to RGI.
I bet that's your problem. Are you horny? Wiggly and just what?
Not yet, man. I'm dying over here. Or dude, yeah, no, Charlie. I was just curious, bro. Like, I'm not trying. I know I give you a little bit of shit about it, but no, it's all good, dude. I would rather,
camera up in here.
Give you the business than anybody else, but it's one of those deals where you can only do so much.
Well, I meant lights.
Dude, Charlie, you don't even have to. It's. I don't want to inconvenience you at all, dude. Like, in all honesty, I'm just giving you a little bit of shit about it. All love, though, dude. All love. But yeah, I mean, because worst case, I just need to at least send off 2 of these males sheds. I can hold off onto the females because they're not no matter what, they're kind of sticking around for now anyway. So it's just the males I need to know which one can stay and which one can go. I just lost my train of thought. Completely blanking out here, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I want to thank everybody at the barbecue though that hooked me up with that much beer. I don't think I have to buy beer for a freaking month, or not a month. God, that sounds really bad. I don't think I have to buy beer for a year.
At our house, that would be a month.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna take all that in a month, maybe we should talk.
Dude, I came home the other day from work, and I mean, I don't know about there in Virginia, but it's been hot as freaking hell here, like terrible hot.
Yeah, it finally got warm here the past couple of days.
All right, yeah, it's been freaking brutal here. I came home, and I'm not much for like sweet drinks, but there was some of those Mike's hard lemonades, and they're like strawberry lemonades or whatever. I never had the strawberry ones, and I thought, what the hell? I'm just gonna have one, And that sucker was so freaking refreshing. Whoever left those here, thank you. Because I think I had like 3 of them that night. It's just like, these things taste great. Because I'm not much for sweet stuff normally.
They make those in like slushy pouches that you can freeze in the fridge.
Oh.
And I got some black cherry ones one time, and oh my damn. Well, I learned that if you mix them with wine, with red wine, that's an exceptional beverage. I had never had a wine hangover in my life. And I sat by the campfire one night, and I don't know how many of those Mike's things that I went through, but there was 2 bottles of wine involved. And let's just say that next day was...
a little rough?
No, it was a lot of rough.
He said, I don't get hangovers. I don't throw up. I'm good.
I don't get hangovers at all. But
the next day, I said, how you doing? He said, I can't talk. You'll have to text me.
See, that's what normally I don't get hangovers either. I don't remember the last time I even had a hangover. I mean, even the one night I drank, it was a full case of Yingling plus some. And I woke up the next day and my wife is like, you probably feel pretty crappy, don't you? She's like, no, I was up at like 7 o'clock. He's like, no, I feel like I can take on the world. Let's get something done today. She's like, what? It's good to go. Let's go.
2 things have given me hangover: wine and keg beer. I don't. Do you remember when they first came out with Bud Ice?
Oh yeah.
How old I am now, but went to a shed party and they had Bud Ice on tap. Well, buddy, that went down like nothing you believe, and I enjoyed that so much. But that next day, I tried to go to work, and this is before I was with the police department. Before I was an officer, I was working at a local gas station and restaurant. I tried to go to work, and they ended up sending me home because I was no good. It was bad.
Kike, you just became my new best friend, bro. Me and Jack Daniels have gotten along basically since day one. That used to be my thing. Show up to a party with a bottle of Jack Daniels, and that was just all I'd have all night. Was just I'd sip off that bottle, and I was just happy as could be.
That was what I started on. I remember we'd be at a party, and my friends were like, "I've got the what was it, Boone's Farm," and the one time I came in and drank Boone's Farm with them, I was about half a cup in and ready to throw up. I was like, no, I'm going back to the good stuff. Sorry.
Yep.
I did, however, drink a fair amount of Mad Dog, so
yeah. I was smarter than that. I did some stupid shit.
Yeah, well, you know what? You know where I grew up? You drank what you could get.
That's yeah. At some points, you just kind of. Oh shit!
Knock the shit out of you.
So, do you guys have any plans on vending soon?
Yeah. Well, we were trying to get some animals to actually vend. Knock on wood, a couple of the animals from these clutches that haven't hatched yet are going to be sold. We have some friends that have reached out and had some interest in some of them. So whatever is left over from that, we'll probably try. Actually, at your party, we were talking to Joe. We may try to come up and do the Gettysburg show.
Yes.
And see if we can't look into some local shows here. Last night I was actually looking around at some display cases, and I couldn't find. I was looking at the Next Level stuff. I really like theirs, but I couldn't find a price list anywhere for their cases. If anybody knows where I can find that,
I said Next Level. I think that's what Danny and Nathan switched to. I know they're expensive. I do know that. Like they're
flip open and you just literally plug them in somewhere.
Yeah.
they're all self-included. I mean, they've got the thermostat built into them.
They do, yeah. I mean, they're very nice. I do know though. At least it was really, the weight was really terrible.
Really?
Was it?
Yeah.
I know. He was. I saw him in an interview. He was talking about how initially the weight was really heavy, and he tried to go switch to expanded PVC, but those ended up getting damaged. So then he went with high density polyethylene. So I don't know. I'm just trying to get a price point. I mean, if they're stupid expensive, then we'll just look at ARS or something like that, because the ARS are looking at like $500 a set, $600 a set.
So I think they're 5 now. Since now you can pick the colors and stuff, because I know that's next on my list to get swapped out for shows. Is I'm gonna go and get the green.
Okay. Jim said expensive is what they are.
They are. And in all, like, if you want something just to get you guys started off with, and I mean, I don't like, and this is just a thought, but I don't know if Ed was still here when you guys showed up. The guy that built my PVC enclosures, he does display cases too.
Okay.
But I can give you his email and everything as well. But Ed builds some PVC display cases too.
I wanted to also talk to him about display case for the carpet too, so that'd be great.
Yeah, he can do. I know he does the acrylic towers. Like, Ed's a man of many talents. Put it that way. Ed's very good at what he does.
Yeah.
So I'll give you, after this. I'll send you his email, and you can get a hold of him for the carpet enclosure and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's great. I appreciate it.
So now, if you do Gettysburg, are you guys gonna come up and set up on like Fridays and go out to eat and hang out with all of us?
Absolutely. I mean, that's the only way to do this, right?
Damn straight.
Traveling to Pennsylvania on a Friday night, I learned a long time ago, is a stupid ass idea from here, because you either got to fight 50 or you got to fight Route 1, and neither one of them is fun on a Friday night.
10 years ago, I might have tried to do that all in one day, but these days, man, I don't travel so well. So
yeah.
No.
So like on Fridays, setup I think starts at 12 or 2. I think 12. I normally get to like 2ish. We set up, and then we all kind of go out to eat and have a good time after that. Then I travel home because I'm only an hour away from the show, so there's no point in me, spending the hotel, the money for a hotel when I can just go home and gas is cheaper anyway.
So do you set up and leave your animals home and just take the animals the next day? Is that how you?
No, I take everything there, because the room's climate controlled, so they're fine even if you don't have the thermostat and stuff. The temperatures in there are stable because it's all climate controlled.
Okay.
So that's not. So the temperatures and all that stuff for the steaks themselves, I don't even worry about.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to show horses, and we'd go to some of the higher end shows up in PG County. There's a big, I don't even know what it is, civic center or convention center up there we used to go show at, and it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing. We got to where we would leave at like 6 or 7 in the morning on Friday, just so we didn't have to fight traffic to get up there. It's not worth it.
No. And I know there's a bunch of people that do, like, they make the drive Saturday morning, come up and set up. But it's like, to me, it's so much to try to get done in that short amount of time. And then you don't get any time to bullshit with everybody and walk around. And we're setting up Friday, you can get all that stuff done. You still have time to BS with everybody. And then Saturday morning, you can walk around, check out all the vendors, all that stuff, and get your looking in, get some of your pre-show shopping done if you need to do any shopping, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like, well, it'll add some fun to it too, because we get to come up and visit with everybody. We'll actually be able to get sleep,
Yeah.
And honestly, there's not many shows close to us that are gonna be a short drive anyway. I mean, there's some exotic usually within an hour or two of us, but not many.
Yeah.
One, Chesapeake or Yorktown are about the only ones that are really close.
Virginia Beach.
How far is the Baltimore show? Because I think Baltimore has a pretty big show, don't they?
3.5 hours, depending on traffic for us.
Yeah, Baltimore's a hump. And I'll be honest with you, Baltimore is one of the last cities that I ever want to go into. We were talking to Nicole about this. I told her, girl, I love you, but your city, I ain't lost nothing up there. We used to run. I used to work part time with her with a medical transport company, and we'd go up there on a couple transports. And I was just like, I'd be cussing the whole damn time. Just get me the fuck out of Baltimore.
It's miserable. We went up I had a work thing up there, and so we stayed in Inner Harbor, and even that was just horrible because it's just not nice.
Yeah, well, I keep saying I want to go to the aquarium and take Hadley and stuff, but God,
look, that was fun.
I just can't do it.
We were walking in -2-degree weather.
Yeah, it was cold as hell that day.
We went up there. What was it? 2019. Yeah, it was early 2019 when we had that really weird, extreme cold snap up there.
Polar vortex that came down.
Yeah, it literally was like -2 and blowing its ass off. The wind chill was in the negative teens, and we thought walking was a good idea. We were only 2 blocks off of the aquarium anyway, but walking was stupid. It was cold anyway, and Greg doesn't usually mind, but even he said this was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'll go to an aquarium anytime. I can sit in an aquarium for 20 hours and be just happy as a lark. But yeah, I'd had enough by the end of that day.
No, I bet. What are that if Baltimore, Philly, even all the cities like that, I don't do well at.
No,
I refuse to do anything where I have to go to New York City. If I even start to see the city on the skyline, my heart rate shoots up through the freaking roof.
And I won't say this about many places, but Baltimore, the people there tend to make it less than enjoyable a lot of times. It's just.
I don't think we had anybody that was polite. I mean, I know we're from the country, so we still do the please and thank you and how are yous, but I don't think anybody. The whole time we were there, did we get any kind of pleasant anything? Not even checking into the hotel.
Look, I was a cop. I'm used to people talking to me nasty. Okay, it doesn't faze me. But for no damn reason, it was everywhere we went.
You're not the first people to say that, though. I've heard that before about people saying that about Baltimore and how it's just a semi-hostile environment.
Yeah.
Not just there. I've done a lot of traveling for work here recently, and a lot of it is city bound. And I can tell you that digital check-in and digital keys, where I don't even have to go in the front door of hotels anymore, has been the best thing ever. Because
okay.
Literally check in the day before, and then at check-in time they send you a digital key, and you walk in the door with your phone. It opens it, and you walk into your room. I think the last 5 or 6, actually the hotel that we stayed at in Pennsylvania last weekend was the first time that I've actually had to talk to a front desk clerk in probably the last 8 or 10 hotels that I've stayed at.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Which hotel did you guys stay at again? I forget.
What'd you say, Jeremy?
I'm sorry, I talked over you, Jeremy.
No, you're good. What hotel did you guys stay at? I forget.
We stayed at the Heritage Inn at Lancaster.
Yeah.
Heritage Inn.
Heritage Inn.
Let me pull it. I should have looked it up before. I'm just curious as to.
It was only.
It wasn't a bad room.
It was only about 15 minutes from your place, and that was in rain and me trying to drive on back roads. And
was it Heritage Hotel?
Maybe. I thought it was set in, but
let me see if there's an inn.
Heritage Hotel Lancaster, however you guys say that. It was on Centerville Road.
Oh, you guys were there at Loxley's. The restaurant attached to that is called Loxley's.
Oh, it's like a dinner theater thing, they said. Yeah, that's where we were.
Yeah, and they've got a theater thing there. Okay, well, shit.
It was actually very nice. It was comfortable. The bed was comfortable. The pillows were nice. So it was clean. That was a start.
We'll agree to disagree about the bed being comfortable.
I was comfortable in the bed. However, I was also flipping exhausted. Greg was still
I can't imagine why you guys were exhausted by any means.
Look, the night before we came up, I didn't go to bed until like 4 a.m. and then I was back up. We were back up at 6:30. So.
No, I was a jerk because I stayed up online with Wiz all night long, and then we slept, and I made her drive all the way home.
Wiz went and got Chick-fil-A. How long was the line for Chick-fil-A? Anytime I go to Chick-fil-A, the line is like that long that it's like, no, ain't doing it. Not worth it. Like legit, like here for whatever reason, Chick-fil-A is like the god of all fast food restaurants, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, so we don't actually live near Newport News. We don't actually live in the city. It said something about Newport News. We aren't actually in the city. We actually have about a 30 to 45 minute drive to get to Virginia Beach. We actually live over on the peninsula that kind of hangs off the side of Virginia.
Oh,
okay. But yeah, Newport News is a shithole.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. Which none of the cities are my favorite place. I'm not a city girl. I go when I have to, and then I haul ass out as fast as I can.
One of the academies that we were associated with my agencies was in Newport News, and I'd go over there on a regular basis, but not anymore.
The city center's not bad. We have conferences at the city center that they have over there now, but it's literally like 6 blocks, and you don't leave the 6 blocks.
TJ, you didn't show off your little snakey you've got there.
No, this is my little boa, who is not going to stay little, but hers is pretty.
Now, mind you, when she brought it home, it was the same size as this one.
Yeah, when I brought her home in April, end of April, 1st of May, yeah, she was a quarter this size. She's grown fast.
Now, what morphs? Or
she is a red rum VPI.
Okay.
And has kept her red tail, I'm understanding, because one of the parents was still, I don't know a lot about the boa stuff, and I know that there's controversy, and if you say that she's a BCC to the wrong person, you get cut. But what I'm understanding from the genetics from where we got from the breeding is that she technically is BCI because she has color morphs, but that in her immediate parents there is BCC red tail. So I'm guessing that's why her tail has stayed so bright, whereas a lot of them don't.
Okay. See, I was hoping Mike was gonna come to the barbecue, but he couldn't make it. Sadly, he probably also forgot. I forgot to remind him, but he's the one that does all the boa breedings and all that stuff.
You can't see it real well, but see, she's got like these coral colors all down her sides.
That pink showing up really well.
There it goes. So
okay.
Yeah, like her face is real pink. I'm not a pink person. It's kind of coral, but she was just pretty. I never really wanted to own a boa, and I saw VPI written on the tub at the store we go to all the time, and just thought, ooh, look, Xanthic, and he popped the drawer open, and
It's not Xanthic.
it was not a ball, but it was her, and she was literally about the size of my palm at the time, but she's just, I mean, you see her, she's just kind of whatever, but for some reason I fell in love with her, and she had to come home, so.
Boas are cool. Mike's been trying to teach me the genetics and stuff with them, and it just confuses the hell out of me.
And boa guys are a lot like retic guys. If you get it wrong, they're gonna let you know you got it wrong.
Yeah. That's why I haven't joined any of the little communities to ask questions, because evidently there's like a ton. There's a ton of controversy there, but it is, from what I was told, Will, it is, but it isn't. VPI, there's like two versions. There's the albino version, and then there's, if you notice, she's not red-eyed, so she's not albino. I don't, like Jeremy said, the genetics are confusing as shit.
Yeah,
But,
I know. You've got the VPI albino. You've got the coil albino. You've got the sharp albino. Yeah. Albino and boas is like Xanthic and ball pythons. There's like several different freaking lines, and none of them work with one another.
Yeah. Hey Kai, hi Jamie.
Kai, what up, bro? Thanks for tuning in, man.
Explained it to me the other day that it's VPI in them can be albino, but then there's also a not albino version. I don't know, but red rum is a pastel. More.
So red rum's like a pastel line.
That's what I've read. Yeah, but it's still a recessive, is what I can understand from it. But I won't. Like I said, I really don't understand it, and I just haven't found the right person that I trust to be nice enough to me.
There's a puppy.
This is a Muttweiler, 100% head for spoiled.
Hey, picking on my boy. But yeah, I haven't dug into it, and she's not big enough for me to think about breeding. So
I forget what the pair is that's up on my morph market. Like I said, Mike does all the boa stuff, and we just sell it underneath my name. But it is like a 1-to-1 pair that all I remember is that the babies are stunning and that they'll make some killer stuff. But by now, I mean, God, they've got a little bit of size to them. So everybody, make sure you guys check out that morph market if you're in the market for a boa, because I'd love to get them moved off of it.
James
and an offer. Mike might be willing just to offload them if someone makes a decent offer.
James and Tori are the snake people at Pet Paradise, and he's the boa guy. Like he loves boas, so he was explaining. He's like, these are the morph. I guess the morph combo is popular.
Okay. So that's the only thing I know that's popular as far as boas go is the IMG. That seems to be like the one thing everybody loves.
Yeah.
And that's actually the one thing that made me want to get a boa, even though I'm not ever planning on actually owning a boa. But that's the one thing that does make my jaw drop is those IMGs.
Yeah,
those IMG leopards are amazing.
I didn't either, but she's here, and she's probably going to be about 8 or 9 feet from what I'm told.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I know some of Mike's girls, they're pretty decent sized.
No, from what I was told, if she was BCC only, she would probably be 9 or 10, but where she's BCI, she'd probably stay a little bit smaller. But I think 8 feet and yay big around is probably big enough anyway.
I was going to say, And the thing is, it's not like they're a fat, yay big around. They're a muscle, yay big around.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's not much fat on a boa at all, in my opinion. It's all just freaking muscle.
Yeah. Yeah, she's.
But the nice thing is, you can you don't have to feed them that often. Like, you can literally get away with like once or twice a month. That's it, depending on what you feed.
Yeah, she'll be. I mean, she'll be double useful because I love her obviously, and B, now the leftover breeders, the retired breeders, the breeders that piss me off that I'm not going to breed anymore. They have a belly to go to. So, and anytime we do have frozen thawed that goes to waste, it's not going to go to waste anymore once she gets up to a certain size. So,
like a trash can.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, that's kind of like what these guys were meant to do, is be my trash cans.
Yeah.
And for the most part, they do their job. I can't really complain with them.
But like everybody's, you get the warnings. No, watch it. They're snappy. They can be hissy, and you see all the videos on TikTok of them hissing and being snappy and bitey, and this is what you get from her.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, the ones that are showing off a video of a snappy, hissy, pissed off animal, how many of those did the person intentionally piss it off to get it like that?
Right, the sensationalists out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean. Oh, go ahead, TJ.
She's never snapped or hissed at me, but I did make her mad one day, but it wasn't. I think I scared her. I know I scared her. I pulled the tub out and wasn't thinking that it was a short tub, and it dropped, and I caught it, but it startled her awake. She opened her mouth and told me to go to hell, but she didn't strike or anything. She just wasn't in the mood to be touched until she settled down. But she still, as soon as she settled down, she was fine. But
yeah,
she's never come at me. She's decent with food. I wouldn't put my hand between her and food, but she's
Do you guys ever plan on starting your own YouTube channel or anything, or are you guys just gonna kind of stick with Instagram and?
So we have a YouTube channel. We haven't done much with it yet. We were, however, we're talking to a couple other breeders and talking about doing more of like a group panel type show. I'm not in a big rush to do it, and right now, with everything that we have going on, it'll be. I wouldn't be able to commit to a regular night until we get back from probably Daytona. So it gives us time to figure out what we're doing and work it out. I think it'll be fun. I plan on doing at least doing lives when we start cutting these clutches.
Okay.
At the very least, doing some edited videos of that.
Yeah, I mean, we're filming as we're doing things, so we do have content. It's just I haven't really figured out where to put it up. But we've got Instagram. We've got we did a herp social. We'll have a Facebook here eventually. I've kind of avoided Facebook mainly because I just hate Facebook for this type of stuff because people are just horrible, mean.
I just thought everything from Instagram post over to Facebook, and that's my interaction with Facebook. There is that.
Yeah.
Well, I had with my previous woodworking business we still have the business Facebook site up for that too. We haven't taken that down, so we've got a little bit of work to do in the background to remove one and replace it with the other, just to make sure that we're not crossing any wires or anything, because we've already run into that on a couple of things. with merch and stuff like that. So
yeah, and I have a blog that I've recently started writing, and because my college daughter told me that you can't have a blog. People don't like to read things unless there's videos to go with them today. So I use my TikTok to kind of supplement that.
Yeah. God forbid anybody reads.
I was originally a writing major, so I write. I like to write. It also gives me a chance to go back and edit the things that come out of my face, before I say something ignorant. In case you haven't noticed my habit of spewing, but evidently in today's, you have to have other content to supplement it. So,
well, keep in mind, and I speak from experience on this one. People enjoy to see growth. Like they like to see you start at what I consider the pinnacle of this shit sucks. Like, why are you doing this? Why am I doing this? And they like to see that progression and that growth, not only in your quality, but also in your collection itself, as far as animals and everything. Like, even when I was editing, God, what video was it? I think it was the clutch update of the Exantic clutch. That was before we filmed that, before we went to Chris at S Reptilia's barbecue. So these PVC enclosures weren't even there. And I'm there like rewatching the video before I posted it, to go for YouTube. And I'm there like, something doesn't look right in this, like back. Like I'm like, what the hell's wrong with this picture? And they're just staring at it as I'm watching it, listening, making sure I didn't sound like an idiot. And it's like, it's the PVC enclosures. They're not there yet.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of my vlog is not the snake. It's not the business. It's more of me trying to bumble through this. I guess I don't want to say life, but just trying to figure shit out as we go. So it is about the growth. It's just a little bit of kind of that everyday thing. It's more for me to blow off than it is to actually make anything out of it. But
okay.
It's it does push us out there, and it does I'm hoping it gives people a glimpse into real life. So
there's important. And that's another thing too, like when you guys go to start your YouTube channel for the business as well, show the good and the bad. I had somebody give me a really good idea for content. They're a friend of mine, and they said, hey, what about doing like a video on like the woes of reptile breeding, basically. And I told him, like, well, I don't know how to really like do just a video on that. It's like I figured that the whole channel itself, because I show everything. I mean, every fault and failure I've experienced so far, everybody that watches the channel has gotten to experience it and see it or hear about it. So it's kind of like, it was a great idea for a video. By the same token, it's like if you watch the channel,
it's there.
You're seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that have been I've noticed that they show a lot of, hey, there's a lot of good in this, but sometimes you get hit with the bad, and you hear some of the bad that you get hit with. And it's, it keeps us all grounded and keeps us, those that are having a decent time at that point, it keeps us very
aware,
thankful and aware of. I mean, like there's two ways to look at it. I mean,
keeps you humble for sure.
Yeah.
We had talked about it, and about just kind of documenting, and our original idea and plan was to kind of document it as we went along here. But things started happening so quickly, and I mean, we're so much farther along now than we ever expected to be a year ago that, we just haven't been able to really keep up, honestly. We've just been kind of chugging along and doing what we do. And
Yeah.
I mean, just to have as many people know who we are, know our brand now without even having produced the first animal. If you had told me a year ago that that's where we'd be, I'd have told you were a liar. There's no way. But I mean, we've had a lot of really good people, like yourself. I mean, got T Keys and Emilio Boza is always,
Yep.
throwing our name around and cheering us on. Wiz, and now with his group, the Wiz Tang Clan he's got going on, it's a really good place for us to get on there and exchange ideas and just kind of judge where we are in relation to other people who are kind of in the same spot that we are, coming along. And
recently been there, or
we
remember.
Just didn't realize how well we were doing with it. We just kind of thought we were just kind of getting by, but it seems that we're doing fairly well. So we're just going to keep doing what we've been doing and
hope for the best.
It's important to have that community. I know there's a few things that Wiz does that I want to start to implement into my channel as well. Just like he said on how he does like his Patreon subscriber shout outs, like he flashes their names and stuff at like the end of his videos and stuff. That's a freaking brilliant and gold idea. That's one thing I do want to start to implement here. I just gotta get it done is my problem. I just gotta get it done. maybe I could start to get it done tomorrow, but
when we started out with this, the last thing on my mind really was YouTube monetization and things like that. We kind of did the social media thing because you have to get your name out there to let people know who you are and
yep.
what you're about, what your brand's about, what your breeding operation is. But I've learned that I have to take my social media in small doses. Sometimes it gets a bit overwhelming for me, and I just kind of back away for a little bit. Like, we're in Wiz's group, and we're also in Emilio's group, the V unit. And some days, TJ's a lot more active in it than I am. I'm not that social of a person, so I'll jump on there, throw a few messages out there, and enter a few conversations. And then I may disappear for a day or two. So I'm not the best guy when it comes to the social media, but
gotcha.
I'm trying to do better about it.
No, that's kind of the same way too. Like when I first started up on the YouTube thing, I was in everybody's chats, and it was all fine. I had the time to do it. But now with the collection growing, the family grew. I just don't have the free time like I did, a year ago to be in everybody's chats. And, it kind of just, a lot of times if I'm there, people probably, I might say hi if I can remember to say hi. Sometimes I no sooner get on and Hadley comes running up with something, and I just have it playing in the background trying to, listen for something that catches my ear. But it's one of those things, I try to support when and where I can, but the family's got to come first.
Sure. It's just got to be a point where you come in and say hello to everybody when you can, and if you have to dip out, you have to dip out.
It's a little bit easier for me with the social media because I telecommute for work, so I already work from home. I'm already on the computer, most of the day.
Okay.
So, it's easy for me, on 15-minute breaks, lunch break, when I do have a down day, that kind of thing, to pop in. Instagram can be up on the screen. So, I can do some content stuff and answering messages, and while I'm also working, or, in between meetings, that type of stuff, I can kind of integrate that into my day. So I have a little bit more opportunity. I already have to be on the computer, so it's not. Greg can put it down and walk away. He doesn't, he doesn't have to be there. I'm already there, so I might as well do something if I am there, you know.
No, that's true. I get it.
But we did our first live with the clutch pulling that we had
the other
day, and I mean, we had a really good response to that, and it was encouraging to see that we had as many people jump on with us in the middle of the day as we had.
Yeah.
And it's I appreciate everyone who came out, you know, and came on with us to cheer us on, because I mean, you don't realize how encouraging that is until you're there and you're doing it, and you see all these people that are there and investing an interest in what you're doing. So
yeah, she kind of surprised in the middle of the day, and she laid several days early, and I was like, well, it's the middle of the day, it's a great time for, you know, his sister was able to run over and help us film, so I was like, well, might as well do a crash course test live, and we tried. You know, I mean, honestly, I didn't think too many people would be around, but there were people actually logged on with us. It was nice to see.
Yeah,
that's cool though. That's really cool. I know, like, it was an Instagram live, right? Because I think I got the notification for it. So see, I get notifications for that stuff, and it's like, man, I would love to watch, but with me and the skid loader bouncing around, I mean, won't be able to see anything, or I have to sit on my phone and I won't be able to hear anything or see anything. Right. And it just it's a lose-lose situation for me for anything during the day.
The great thing about that was she was able to take that and actually repost it as was a reel or a...
And Instagram let me download the video and or keep the video and post it back as a post to the feed, so it's still up there. I didn't know you could do that. The only thing that I wish I could see is who all was there and the comments that happened during the live. I haven't been able to do that. I haven't been able to see that, but because we weren't watching those while, you know, I was pulling eggs. My sister-in-law was, so I didn't get to see everybody who was commenting and everybody who was logging on.
Gotcha. Well, guys, it's been a little over 2 hours. I know Wiz has his live going, so I don't want to encroach on Wiz's time slot any more than I already have. I do want to thank you both for joining me tonight. Thank you so much for being understanding about the time switch.
No, right.
Even though it turns out we could have stuck with the original time because the Kara's family thing got changed anyway, and they decided not to have it tomorrow. But it kind of works out because I've got to start a lot earlier than I normally do on Monday anyway, so it might have been for the good anyway of the time for the switch for today. For the switch to today, if I could freaking speak. So thank you guys for doing that, for coming on, hanging out with me. Everybody that is left in the chat, next week I have Tim from Mint Boas on with me. We're going to be talking all boa constrictor stuff and his breeding projects, all that stuff. I'm going to be getting a lesson, hopefully, in more boa stuff so I understand what the hell Mike is talking about when he talks to me about boas. So that's going to be an exciting live. I'm anxious for that. On the 23rd, we have Jessica of Hair Hollow Farm and the Holdback Rack. So we're going to be talking, you know, biosecurity. I actually remembered it this time. I remembered what it's called, everybody, instead of dancing around that one, not having it come to my brain. But biosecurity, she does a lot of work with corn snakes, so we're going to find out more about the corn snake market as well. And, you know, the Holdback Rack itself, and what she's doing with ball pythons as well. Excuse me, the beer's getting me. So yeah, and then I don't think I have, let me just check on my phone, make sure I didn't book some. Yeah, I don't have anybody booked for the 30th yet, so I got to get on that. I know a few people I want to ask. I just got to break down and do it. So I promise you, though, we will get it filled. I will say this, the 16th, I will probably be tired because the 15th is the Gettysburg show, so the 16th is going to be a lot of just go as far as stuff here in the snake room. So I am going to try to keep that down to a 2-hour live, especially just because of I'm going to be tired. Mitzi says she's definitely interested in both of those lives. We'll be setting my alarm. Awesome, Mitzi. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Well, says, and I do not have to get up at 4:30, so I need to catch up on my sleep. Yeah, everybody, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Don't forget to check out Nathan at Infinite Possible Pythons for all your branding needs. If you want to get into the Bang project, if you want to get into he's doing some awesome ball python projects as well, so definitely hit him up for that. Also, Kahua geckos, scaleless corn snakes, Leachianus geckos, crested geckos. Nathan's got the gecko market kind of held down there pretty decent, so hit him up. Any of those sound like they're interesting. And like I said, your one-stop shop for all of your branding needs, folks. And then we got Chris at S Reptilia, who's your one-stop shop for your reptile needs. If you need a ball python, blood python, boa, colubrid, he's got you covered, folks. Keep an eye out on his Instagram as well, because he's dropping a lot of photos on there, letting you know what's coming up in the works as far as clutches. If you need rats and you're on the eastern side of PA or don't mind driving to eastern PA, he can hook you up with rats as well. And he is Pennsylvania's distributor for Coco to go and the chipper. So if you want to use the best reptile Coco substrate on the market, hit Chris up for that. And let him know I sent you. And also, if you're not local to PA, but you want to try Coco to go or the chipper, hit Chris up and he can get you in contact with your local distributor as well. And also, don't forget, Gettysburg Reptile Expo, LLC, July 15th, next Saturday, folks. Be there and see me, on top of a bunch of other amazing faces as well. Definitely check them out. It's probably, it is, in my opinion, the greatest PA show there is. It's probably one of the greatest shows around, in all honesty. I just thoroughly enjoy the crowd, the vendors, and the community we have with that show. It's top notch. Joe has his crap together with it. A+ show in my opinion, and it just keeps getting better and better every year. And soon, I bet you soon it's going to grow even bigger yet. So come out, support, say hi, and if you see Joe, let him know you heard about the show from me. And also, make sure you guys check out Husbandry Pro. Scan the QR code there, or click our partnership link for a free 30-day trial of the best reptile record-keeping and tracking software on the market. I love it. It saves me so much time, and it helps me provide my customers with so much information, folks. Free 30-day trial. You can't really go wrong with that. If you like it, sign up for a plan. If you don't like it, don't sign up. And last but not least, Redline shipping, folks. Redline is A+ shipping. Their customer service is out of this world, and I personally can verify that now. I will not do business with any other shipping company other than Redline Shipping. Use this code ROBIN60 for 60% off of 2 shipments. That saves a lot of green stuff there, people. Use it. I know my buddy Danny sent me a message saying it saved him like, I think, $80 on shipping out to California or something like that. So use it, folks. Take advantage of it. It can save you some massive green.
Yeah, that actually works on not just snakes for shipping, by the way.
The Redline code, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they can. Yeah, you can ship dry goods through them too.
Yeah, because we're using them. Mid Florida is using them to ship our rack to us, and we had a couple codes from them. They sent us that code for signing up with them, putting our account on with them. So, and it actually knocked off for our shipping on the rack too.
Oh, okay.
And shipping FedEx, it's a PVC rack, and it's boxed up, but still, in case anybody's.
I was gonna say it helps. It helps every little bit. Good night, Mitzi. Good night, Jim. Thanks everybody. Thanks, Matt. Thank you everybody for staying. If you're still here and you didn't go over to Wiz's show by now, Greatly appreciate it, folks. Definitely love yous all. Greg, TJ, hang on here 1 second while I close this up, and I'll talk to you backstage here in a second. But everybody, thank you so much again. This week's video, I think, is the pulling of our last clutch of the season, unless this other Xantic girl decides to give me a very late season clutch. But it should be the pulling of the last clutch of the season. So check it out because it's a doozy. So I'll get you on Sunday at our normal time this time. So everybody have a great week. Have a great rest of your weekend, since you actually have one more day as opposed to normal. If I would have been doing this on Sunday, it was the end of your weekend. So have a great Sunday. Enjoy your weekend and have a great weekend. I will see you next Sunday after the Gettysburg Reptile Expo. And if you come out to the expo, come by. Make sure you stop by and say hi, because I'd love to see you all. So I'll talk to you later, and have a great week, everybody. See ya.
Thanks, guys.